But we'll begin this morning with the historic political paralysis in Washington. The House begins a third day deadlocked over choosing a House Speaker after Republican leader Kevin McCarthy failed to secure enough support in a sixth. That's right, a sixth vote. And despite late night negotiations, there are no signs an agreement is close among divided Republicans. Scott MacFarlane has been at the Capitol throughout this entire standoff, getting a close-up look, and he joins us now. Scott, good morning.
Adriana, good morning to you. Embattled House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy is frozen in a stalemate with a faction of 20 fellow House Republicans denying him the votes he needs to be Speaker. Leaving Capitol Hill Wednesday night after losing his House speakership election for the sixth time, Kevin McCarthy said he plans to hold on for now.
Do you have a deal with those guys right now?
Not yet, but a lot of progress.
A revolving door of backroom meetings and a marathon second day of votes.
A speaker has not been elected.
Couldn't break the logjam.
I'm ready to vote all night, all week, all month, and never for that person.
The group of 20 Republican defectors, which has criticized McCarthy for not being conservative enough, which has accused him of breaking promises, wasn't swayed by a request from Donald Trump that they back McCarthy and not turn a great triumph into a giant and embarrassing defeat.
Even having my favorite president call us and tell us we need to knock this off, I think it actually needs to be reversed. The president needs to tell Kevin McCarthy that, sir, you do not have the votes and it's time to withdraw. And with that, I yield. Thank you.
Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi blasted the dysfunction.
Thank God they weren't in the majority on January 6th, because that was the day you had to be organized to stave off what was happening, to save our democracy.
The standoff threatens disruptions, especially to the newly elected House members that haven't been sworn in. They might have difficulty fielding questions from their constituents who might need help with Social Security checks, passports, or veterans benefits.
There could be a point at which it does mean something to the constituents that we serve, whether we can engage in casework on their behalf.
And one Wisconsin Republican says he was denied a needed security briefing.
I'm informed by House Security that technically I don't have a clearance.
Because he's not an official member of Congress until a speaker is chosen.
On this vote, the yeas are 216, the nays are 214. Accordingly, the House stands adjourned until noon tomorrow.
It was a chaotic end to the night, with Republicans barely passing a measure just to call it a night and adjourn and go home. But the question this morning is, what concessions can or must Kevin McCarthy offer to these 20 Republicans before the House reconvenes here midday? Tony?
Yeah, they meet again at high noon. We better hope there's not a national emergency they need to react to before then. Scott, thank you very much.